Hi everyone, just gonna zoom you in a little bit. Just move things out of the way. Okay, right, I hope everyone's okay. If you do hear like kids screaming and stuff like that in the background, it's my neighbour's children playing in the garden. And there you go. Stuff out the way. And yeah, so it's a lovely day, so people will be in their gardens, obviously. There you go. Right, what I want to do is I want to just walk you through. I don't know if I've got everything perfectly done. I can't wait to get my new camera because then I'll be able to have it all set up properly. There you go. Right, okay, so I'm preparing for May because I'm expecting big things in May. And I can't believe, obviously, April isn't even over yet. We've got at least another week. And I can't believe how much, I hate saying that, I can't believe actually, but I shouldn't say it. But it's phenomenal how much stuff has happened since I started the essence of manifesting your dreams. And I nearly said magic then, but well, it is really. So what I've done this month is I've tried to keep things simple for you so I don't overwhelm you with loads of information, but at the same time I wanted to give you content, good content. So with all the PDFs that I've given you in the blog posts, I've really tried to simmer it down so it is down to its essence, hence why I've called it what I've called it. And now when I'm looking at it, I'm building on those foundations and thinking, I feel like I just want to just give you more and more and build on the tools and stuff like that. But I really want to emphasize to you that all of this about building your dreams and everything, it's all about you and your growth, your inner growth in your life, as opposed to the dreams themselves. And I know some people do struggle in finding or knowing what their dreams are. So if you are one of those people, I would be happy to do a post on it because I've got loads of like tips and things that will help you to discover what your dreams are. Anyway, without further ado, I wanted to walk you through my planner setup because I have sort of like, I'm developing, like you probably already read, developing this planner system, and it's very organic, it's still growing, it's still evolving, and I'm still developing what works for me. But from now onwards, specifically as we build up into May, I'm going to be keeping this planner by me at all times. So next to my bed, and when I'm working in the cabin, it has to be with me because this, even though we're in isolation, I still have plans for myself because of this kind of planning system. It's not necessarily about work, but it's about me and my dreams, as yours would be if you want to plan like this, as yours would be about you and your dreams. A lot of people have planners to plan all their daily things in their lives, and it's sort of like everything around them controls how they use their planner. But I want to use my planner, I want to be in control of it. I want to be using this planner as a tool for me to develop my dreams and all of that sort of thing. So it'll make more sense as I walk you through this. But in here I've put in the pockets, I always keep cards that speak to me. So this is a card that I pulled and that still resonates deeply with me, so I keep it in here. And this is a card that I made for, hang on, here's another one actually that I made for the workshop that's coming up this weekend. So we are the 20, what date are we on now? 23, 4, 5, 22nd I think today. So yeah, I think this is going to be on the 26th of April. Anyway, this is just for the benefit of those watching in the future, sorry. So yeah, these are affirmation cards, intention cards, and I'm doing this thing called Serendipity Circles at the moment, and I'd love to take these to the big canvas, which is what I'll be doing with mixed media, just experimenting really. And I printed this one off that I absolutely love, and I'll be sticking that on somewhere in here anyway, or creating a card with it, I'm not sure yet. I'll laminate it. Right, so okay, vision boards. I will be doing a separate video on vision boards, but I really wanted to talk about how to use them properly. Now, a vision board, people think that to set one up means to put things on that they want. And so they look at it and go, I want that, I want that. And that's not what a vision board is at all. I mean, if you want to use your vision board in that way, you can. But a vision board is really a tool to promote and cultivate positive emotion, these high intense emotions that are linked to your dreams. So each image has to represent something and ignite an emotion, a strong feeling. So although so let me just see, right, so for instance, I've swapped out these images, and I do often because I want to cultivate those positive emotions. Now I've put this image here not necessarily because I want a house like that, but because of the feeling that this gives me. So this image here speaks, well, they all speak profoundly to me. So this image here speaks to me of something, this one does, and they don't speak in terms of what is shown, but of the emotion. So when you're building your vision board, pick images that resonate deeply with you, that trigger positive emotions in relation to your dreams. And then once it starts to become a bit dull and it's not working for you anymore, take them out and swap them up for different images. And that's why I've done it like this with brad pins, so I can take them off and put new ones on. Now you can just make a different vision board where you can just stick pieces of print off images on a piece of paper, and then when you're bored of that, take it off, put it in your, and this is another thing I want to teach on, alchemy box. And so you're not wasting anything, and then you can print off new images. So I'll explain what an alchemy box is in another video, and that's something that we can do as a tool. I'll do it as like a tutorial video. Okay, so this is an image that speaks to me, and it's linked with this card here, pom-pom dashboard that I made. Right, okay, so the first section I have called I Am. I was like deliberating over what I should call it, but the words I am are so powerful. They're creative words, and when obviously they're in relation to you, it's very, very strong. So in the section of I Am, it's all about me. It's all about what I want to manifest in my life and my dreams. I was going to have dreams here, but I am is a creative word or creative sentence, you know, they're creative words. And so I thought, yeah, they're powerful. So I used those. I have my firm intentions. Now you would have read about this, about getting clear, about focusing. And I have 4 areas. You might only have 1 or 2. You might even just have 1, or you might have more than 4. You know, everyone's different. So I got clear with my intentions, and even now, from the beginning of the month till now, I've seen so many changes, and I'll explain in a moment. But yeah, so I have financial and emotional independence, because I was really codependent, and they're both linked together, emotional and financial. Okay, so consciously create, live in creation, art of allowing. So this is about living creatively. That's one of the hashtags for this Patreon. Improve as a runner, so that means early morning running and a healthy diet, and to grow as an artist, more studio time and discipline. Now, in such a short space of time, I've progressed so much on these, and it's great because when you get firm on your intentions and you get clear, you get your intentions become more in focus, if that makes sense, your goals and intentions. So I've just printed off this habit tracker, and I know we've only got where are we now? So we've only got a few days, so at least over a week left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, just over a week left. But because these last few days in April are running up into May, sorry, I want to give myself a good run up, so I'm prepared when I go into May. I'm already developing my habits. And in here, so I'll write my habit at the top, and I'll link below in the bloggy bit in Patreon where I got these principles from. So the habits I want to develop will be the early morning. Now I've already been getting up earlier, so I have been preparing for this. So I want to get up early, drink plenty of water. That's a really big thing in my life at the moment, because I really want to do some kind of a detox. Let's see, so yeah, I need to write these down. So early morning, detox, meditation, and running or walking, because it depends. It'll be, so yeah, so rise early, and I might put get up early, and then I'll have meditation, water, and run, morning run, and I might put evening run. So we'll just see, or morning walk run, because I'm not necessarily going to be running in the morning. I just want to get my heart rate going. I want to, you know, so even if it's just a walk to start with, that's fine. So I'm going to be popping those in a moment. And then I have the new one for May, and I've kept them at the front here because it's all to do with I am developing new habits that are in relation to my intentions. Different habit tracker there. Right, okay, so with each of these, my intention trees, as you will, if you've seen previous posts, be aware of. This one is for work, so I will put a header on top of all of these, so I will put work on this one. I've stuck my logo on here, put just like a little quote there, believe in yourself. And with this intention, there are a few things that have actually progressed with this. So I've stuck an image on here which was on my vision board, and I've put it on here, and I'll do that with all of them, I think. So with work, I've put workshops, website, writing book, blog, PDF shop. This all has meaning for me. And then my art, I want to do some inspirational research, and then practice studio time. And in fact, with here, because I have progressed, I'm going to write, because I really want to follow up on the I call them serendipity circles, but I'm not going to be calling them that for long, so I'm just going to put here circles for now, because I'm going to be using mixed media and stuff. That's something I want to take further onto obviously bigger canvases and stuff like that, because I think they would look great on the wall, and there's so much you can do with them. So yeah, I've progressed on all of these areas. I've got some exciting news in relation to my work that I will share with you in a day or two. I really want to share today, but we'll see. So then I have one for, I need to update these, my independence. That's not needing to be updated yet. Living in creation. And obviously improve as a runner. That has been, oh actually, what's this one? Oh, grow as an artist, yeah. Oh, grow as an artist. Hang on, no, I've done that as work, didn't I? Studio time, circles, yeah, no, that's right. So that needs to go as well in my grow as an artist. Abstract, yeah, so that's fine. It works really well together. So they will overlap, so it's not an issue. Let's use biros, so let's put circles. Right, that's that. Okay, the next section is my business, Geraldine Jane. Right, now I've just printed off a load of new printables for all of this, so again I will link below. So I have my project tracker. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. My memory on my camera's full. It's so strange because I don't know what's caused it. So I've just deleted some files, but I don't know. I think I might have I've just uninstalled a couple of apps as well, so I don't know what's going on there. Right, anyway, so up to Geraldine Jane. This section here is for my business, and I'll show you here. I have project trackers in here, blog post, new blog post banners, and then I've got my old ones and places for notes and things like that. So this whole new section is for my business. Really excited to go into that more in a day or two, and big reveal about something. The next section is for Make Your Own Magic. Now this is obviously to take the place of Dream Create Journal. And in here I will be printing out more of the project trackers to go into here, because obviously I want to be doing the little tiny mini taster workshops in there to give people a taster of what it is that I'm doing and all the new things that are coming up. And then we go into the actual planner itself. So I have the yearly roadmap, which will be really, really good because it kind of like ties in, goes full circle, ties in with all this stuff here. And then I have the new weekly planners. So what I've done here is for each one, I could divide it with a page of notes if I wanted to, which is why I love the ring bound system, so I can add notes between each week. But I just really love the fact that it's a week on one page, and I can obviously go in. I do actually have as well in here, as part of this, I also have goal plans, future goals, I have the monthly planner. These accidentally got printed on both sides, so I have to get some more paper so I can print these off. So these are going to be going in as well. I've got my goals, my to-do lists, but where's the other one? Something else I wanted to add. Yeah, so I've got my monthly planner there. I'm sure I had the daily. Where is it? There's a page somewhere. Here it is. So what I'll do is I'll have the daily planner as well. So if I want to go more in depth, I can have between the week to view on one. I'll also have the daily so I can break things down. Again, I need to get some more paper to print these off. So what I will be doing, oh hang on, let me just show you this as well, because I've recorded all of this already. But I need to go and find out what those files were that I had to delete. They were really large files. I've no idea where they came from. Right, so I took apart my almanac, took all the guts out of it, because I refer to this a lot, but it was really tightly bound, and I thought, well, if I want to keep everything in the same place, I might as well just take everything out of here, use this as an art journal. And oh, just found this that I wanted to talk about as well. I can't remember what I have and haven't spoken to you about, because obviously the video cutting out, but yeah, I was talking about colour theory before, and I just wanted to use this as an example, but I'll go into that later. So yeah, I took the guts out, and I'll put these to one side and take out each month as and when I need it. So in each one will be all like the tides and the moon times, specific, you know, main sort of dates there, religious dates and all of that. Moonrise, sunset, the moon phases, moon dates, moon and tides, the sky, sunrise, sunset, which is super handy for me because I do refer to this a lot because I want to know what time I want to get up if I want to go and see the sunrise. And obviously it's getting earlier and earlier at the moment. So where are we? May. So by May 1st, it'll be rising at 5:21 and it won't set till 8:20. So yeah, there's that. Sea and songbirds, nature, flower garden and charm of the month. And then the rest of the month I didn't actually need. I just took out what I refer to a lot and keep in here. And then obviously my contact list and then my notes and some tabs. But what I really wanted to say is, when obviously you're in isolation and if you're not having to go out, make sure you're not having to go out to work, it's a really good opportunity to focus on yourself for self-care and all of that. Now, apologies if I've repeated myself because obviously I've recorded this a couple of times and it cutting out. But with your planner, and the whole reason why I wanted to make this video is to show you that your planner doesn't have to be, you know, in control of you. You are in control of your planner and you use it as a tool to develop your dreams, your life and all of that sort of thing. Again, with planning, normally all the things that are going on in your life, they control and dictate how you use your planner, and you kind of like get the most out of the decorating side. That's a really sort of like mindful, really enjoyable experience. But then when you go into the actual planning, sometimes you can avoid it because other things in there feel too overwhelming. So I would say that you don't necessarily have to put those things down in your planner. You can keep them in a separate planner if you want to, and to use this your main planner as a way to develop manifest your dreams and to focus on your own growth as a person. So again, this is all about the art of allowing. So if you've read all the material, this will be allowing things into your life and also promoting like feeling. So that's like the positive emotions. And then you have sort of like the structure of your dreams here. So you've got your firm intentions, and then you can break it down. Oh, sorry, that's my habit tracker. You can break each one down, and then so it's an overview. So with an intention, you have one intention. It's very, very sort of vague. Well, it's firm, it's clear, but it's sort of like concise. That's what I meant to say. So you have become independent, both financially and emotionally. But what does that involve? So it's really good to sit down and list what actually that involves. And as you break apart your dream like that, you can break it into baby steps, so you're not jumping ahead of yourself and going for big dreams, which I really don't recommend you do that. I recommend dreaming big, but I feel like you know, you need to be prepared for each dream, you know, as it unfolds. And the bigger the dream, the more prepared you're going to have to be, because it can be really scary, because when you sit down and think about that big dream and it actually coming to pass, you have to question, are you ready for it, you know? So yeah, so there's all of that. So yeah, you can break it, each one down, and then with the intentions and breaking down your dreams and all of that, you can develop habits. You can write down what habits you need to form. Remember, it's all, take it slowly, it's all baby steps. So that's linked with these. Obviously this is my business here, that's all of that, that's my Facebook group. But with your planning, with your actual planning, you can have sort of like a yearly roadmap, a year to view, so you can jot down the things you would like to achieve, but please don't feel pressurized by them. And then you can have your weekly planner. So this one allows me to be quite vague, so I can pop down what I want to do in those days. And then I have my daily planner, so I can actually schedule things down, but I can guarantee you I will not be sticking to these times, especially in isolation. Everything will be more organic. Although saying that, my habit that I want to develop in the mornings, I do want to rise eventually about 5. So it'll be 6 at the moment, and then I will schedule in what I want to do. But sometimes I might not go for the walk first. I might do the meditation first, then go for the walk. You know, I'll always be flexible with it. This is not going to be rigid at all. But obviously there might be a video I need to record, so I'll slot that in a day. But again, I'll be flexible with the time, just as long as I do it, you know, because it's obviously important. Again, here I've got the water intake, so I can even watch my water intake here, and as well as popping it in my habit tracker in here. So also what you can use your planner for, because it's all about you and yourself and manifesting your dreams, you can pop all sorts of things in here. You can print off, there's another thing I want to do, I don't want to digress, but you can print off like quotes and things like that, things that inspire you, and pop them in here. Something that you want to read, you can obviously print it to size and then pop it in here as well. But you need to have things in here that inspire, that really raise your energy and raise your vibration. You can take them in and out. That's why, again, like I love the ring bound, and so that when it's by your bed, you can refer to it. It's a one stop for everything, you know, for all the things in reference to your dreams. So yeah, so that is my planner setup. As I work on this, I'll show you some more, and we'll do some more tools. But the thing that I wanted to say is, where it says the yearly roadmap, this obviously maps your year, but what I really wanted to do is perhaps a video on seeing where you are in your life and being aware of what has been, and looking back on that as a time where you've developed wisdom and you've grown and you bless your past, but you don't remain in it, you remain very much present. But then obviously you have your future to look forward to and all the things that you would like to do. And I was going to suggest, and this is something that I'd like to work on for myself to put in here, is a map. And so it's not a road map like that, but it's more like an actual map. So it's like a map of your life, so you can see where you've come from. So you can use, say you went through a really difficult time, you could draw some mountains or some black clouds, and so you know what that represents. Or you can print off images and stick them down, and you can create this lovely map. So it shows you in a very artistic, creative way where you've come from, where you are now, and where you would like to go. And it's like a little fun visual to do, and you can keep that in here. So there's lots of little things you can add to your planner in reference to manifesting your dreams and working on yourself and on your sacred self, your inner growth and all of that. And even you can do a page on your inner sanctuary as well, so you can have a whole section on that, and that's something else that we'll be working on. So there's so many ideas, so many things we can do with our planners that isn't set in stone, that isn't just about planning, but it will help you plan and create a life that you love. So there's a lot there. I don't want to really go into all of it because I don't want to cause overwhelm, but I did just want to show you what I've done in my planner, how I've set it up. Obviously I have to fill certain things in, but this is given me now a good run up to May, sorry. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry for when it cut out and it's all a bit feels a bit disjointed to me because I've had to film it a couple of times. So I'm going to go and edit now. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye.